The Labour parties in Scotland and Wales have chosen their prospective leaders for the new assemblies. In Scotland there was no contest. The Scottish Secretary Donald Dewar was elected unopposed. But the Welsh Secretary Ron Davies had to fight off a challenge from backbencher Rhodri Morgan. Market traders in Brunei set up their stalls for a very special shopper today, the Queen. She didn't actually buy anything, but she was presented with lots of souvenirs. From Brunei, ITN's royal correspondent Nicholas Owen reports.
When royalty shops, it does tend to become a rather artificial occasion, what with the inevitable entourage and the fact that monarchs carry no money and so don't buy anything. But the Queen seemed to enjoy Brunei's principal vegetable market today. She was shown plates commemorating her son's wedding to Diana in 1981. More happily, the British visitor was presented with a set of locally manufactured food covers. The Foreign Secretary's wife, said to be wilting a little in the intense heat, wouldn't discuss any shopping, but her husband, sometimes rather prickly in public, but not on this tour, moved in quickly.
Lots of wonderful vegetables. I'm learning a lot as I go along.
Have you bought anything?
I'm looking for the local chico.
There were parts of this market that the Queen didn't see. Perhaps pictures of this sort of thing wouldn't appeal to everyone back home, but she did at least see how many people here do their daily shopping. Nicholas Owen, ITN, Brunei.
Now today's sports news, and with all the details, here's Graham Miller.
They kicked off with the meanest defences in the English Premiership, and so it was no surprise when Leeds and Aston Villa played out a goalless draw in the game of the day at Elland Road. It means Villa stay top. Leeds enjoyed another clean sheet. Robbie Fowler had a good day as well. He scored twice on his comeback after a 7-month layoff, but it wasn't enough against New Boys Charlton. Steve Jones earned the Londoners their point, seconds after coming on as a sub. Alan Shearer scored 2 more for Newcastle as the Magpies swamped Coventry at Highfield Road. The England captain led a spirited fight back after Coventry had taken an early lead. At the bottom, Southampton recorded their first point of the season to end their losing sequence. Matt Le Tissier scored the equaliser to lift spirits at the Dell. So it's still Villa at the top of the Premiership, 2 points clear of Derby, who beat Leicester, with Liverpool now third. In the First Division, Sunderland had a party at the expense of Oxford at the Stadium of Light. They scored 7, 2 coming from Alex Ray to bring a ray of sunshine to the northeast. They're now 1 point behind leaders Huddersfield. In Scotland, Dundee United are still bottom of the Premier Division after they let slip a 2-goal lead against neighbours Dundee. Darius Adamchuk got the last-minute equaliser at Dens Park. Cricket, Leicestershire are the new county champions. They won the title, beating Surrey in near darkness at the Oval. Rupesh Amin was the last Surrey batsman to go, giving Leicestershire victory by an innings and 211 runs. It was Leicestershire's second title in 3 years and came after an unbeaten season. Yorkshire finished second and Surrey were third. England's Julian Golding headed a clean sweep of British medals in the men's 200 metres at the Commonwealth Games. There were golds too for England in the men's high jump and women's long jump. Diane Medal won bronze in the 800 metres. Peter Staunton reports.
For Julian Golding, desperately disappointed with his bronze in the European Championships, it was a day when nothing was going to stop him going for gold. As they came off the bend, Golding led, followed by Christian Malcolm, the young Welsh track star, and the veteran John Regis in third, which is how it stayed to the line. It may have been a different story had the 100-metre winner Atto Boldon been there, but Golding had his golden day at last. More gold for England in the field from long jumper Jo Wise in one of the closest competitions of the Games. Her winning margin just 4 centimetres. And from Dalton Grant, the 32-year-old finally winning a major title and looking more than relieved at the achievement. It wasn't quite the fairy tale ending that Diane Medal had imagined. Sent home 4 years ago after being wrongly accused of taking performance drugs, she managed just third today. The bronze medal will be added to the gold and silver she won 8 years ago. Peter Staunton, ITN Sport.
Finally tonight's National Lottery winning jackpot numbers, and they are 24, 26, 27, 28, 34 and 40. The bonus number is 9, but Camelot say no one won the £7.9 million jackpot, which will now roll over. And that's the news tonight. From Graham and me and the ITN Weekend team, good night.
Good night.
Good evening. Well, that mist and fog will be back with a vengeance overnight tonight, but it'll clear fairly quickly in the morning to leave most of us with a fine day tomorrow, some warm, sunny spells to look forward to. A few places missed out today on the sunshine. The satellite picture shows a band of cloud. It's an old weather front that was lying across southern parts through this morning. It's been edging very, very slowly north through today, as you see, and the cloud beginning to break up very slowly, so I think most of us can look forward to some sunshine tomorrow, but it will take a while, I think, for that mist and fog to clear. The fog forming already, becoming dense in places overnight tonight. The only place likely to get a spot of drizzle, perhaps some western coast there around the Irish Sea, some low cloud producing spots of drizzle. Apart from that, it's a dry night, if a rather misty one. And certainly a grey and misty start to the day tomorrow. It may not look too promising first thing, but the fog won't last long. It'll soon thin out, and most of Britain can look forward to a fine day tomorrow with some sunshine. The far northwest, perhaps rather grey at times, but even there, no more than the odd spot of drizzle, and a warm day for us all. 20, 21, perhaps even 22 in places. It's into the 70s just about, and with very light winds, it's a fine day. Good night.
Power gen, generating electricity whatever the weather.
GMTV this Monday, David Essex performs live. Tuesday, there's Birmingham's finest reggae band, UB40. Wednesday, Prince Edward joins us by royal appointment. The Lighthouse family are here on Thursday. And on Friday, actor-novelist Richard E. Grant.
We'll see you on GMTV.
Life has been shattered. It does help if you can make some sense out of it.
They only take those who want to go. They don't just recruit, they kill.
What about me?
Keep away from her. They have a way of finding out what you want.
Michael's one of us. He just doesn't know it yet.
Ultraviolet, Tuesday, 10 p.m.
You're treading on too many people's toes.
You are in it right up to your neck.
Supply and Demand, Tuesday at 9 on ITV. On LWT next, big trouble for Blue Watch, in particular Jack and Recall.